Based on your information and your knowledge that you know about China, why wouldn't that guy say yes or no?
All my information comes from YouTube. But yeah, I mean, obvious. Yeah, it must be.
Is it crazy? Do you think China is collecting biometric data on American teenagers through TikTok?
I think on everybody. I think they've got massive buildings filled with computer banks that are just storing just tons of information on everybody. But you know what's interesting? Why isn't TikTok in China? And the other, my other question is like you understand, like China doesn't, like, they don't have any respect for our intellectual property. Did you ever
No, right. I told him that too. He doesn't care.
Oh, did you? That's what's wrong with you? See, they're banking on you. So you look, you know,
banking. How much money is China making off me?
Look, for instance, I'll give you an example. They're stealing intellectual property from U.S. companies. Who
like
do you think
Nike?
Who do you think pays for all of that research that China just comes in and says, "Oh, let's just steal this"? You know,
Nike doesn't seem too upset. All the shoes are made there.
Well, no, because they're making tons of money. So what do they care? But it's not. I'm not talking about.
Well,
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. Because that's what they're banking on. They're banking on people to be happy watching sitcoms and playing with their cell phones while they grow and doing nothing. Pull your troops back from here. We don't need to build this many tanks. Forget about getting the next generation fighter. Don't worry about putting money into satellite research. We're good. We're happy. We've got cell phones. We get to go to dinner twice a week. Like, you know, we can play baseball. We can watch baseball and football, and you know, so we're happy. So what does it matter while we're sitting here, you know, la 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 la, and they're building up, and then one day they start building troop transports.
We're not building nothing over here.
No, but we're not expanding. They're expanding. Let me put it this way.
Why aren't we expanding?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, people talk about like colonialism, like oh, you shouldn't have colonial. Listen, Mexico. If I was president, Mexico would be a state right now. I mean, we're worried about the border. Man, I'd just go in that whole place and clean it out. It'd be horrible. It'd be brutal. Let me tell you something.
I'm going in the vault.
Firing
You
squads.
would clean it out?
Oh, there'd be firing squad. Oh, and as far as Afghanistan,
Well, that doesn't
I mean,
sound any better than China.
no, but wait till they get carte blanche to do whatever they want. You don't really think that they're gonna like let the rest of us, like, we're subhuman to them. You know, the way we looked at the Chinese back in the back throughout the 1800s and 1900s, like we were like they were little people with squinty eyes and they couldn't see, like we were completely racist, right? Well, it shifted. Like they think we're not in the same category as them. Like they don't want Americans. Like they'll take a couple Americans because, you know, we're kind of creative, and they like to have us come in, pay us a little bit of money, steal our stuff, steal this. The windmills that they all had, they had some company come in and build the windmills and come up with the all the software. And then you know what they did? They said, yeah, we don't need any more of your windmills. Why? Because we've now figured out how to do the software. We've now we're manufacturing the windmills. We're putting them all up ourselves. We've stolen your intellectual property. These people then, the windmill companies over here, for the electric windmills, sued them. Billions of dollars worth of lawsuits that they're supposed to pay. And the Chinese are like, yeah, we're not paying. But you clearly stole our stuff. You're using all of our technology to build your windmills. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do?
Right.
Nothing. You're not going to do anything.
We can't do shit.
Right. We're just going to keep your stuff. So what I'm saying is
we're basically getting economically bullied by them.
Right. And at some point,
You're telling me that doesn't go both ways?
I'm saying that right now and for the past 50 years, we could have invaded all of these other countries. We didn't. We didn't, though. So what I'm saying is they're
Behind
already
closed doors. I think we kind of
disagree.
pretty much
Iraq
did,
and
man.
Afghanistan, we invaded.
I mean, we own banks in all the fucking countries.
Yeah, but you're so what just happened in Afghanistan? You know what I'm saying? Like what's happened in all of these countries? I mean, we're saying, hey, become a democracy. We're not coming in saying, like, to me, it'd be colonialism. I'd go straight in and just wipe out the entire upper structure, and I would wipe out everybody, and I'd put our own people in, and I'd have green zones, and they'd all be subservient. It'd be brutal. There'd be firing squads. It'd be horrific.
Christ, Matt Cox.
Because that's what's going to happen when China takes over. They're going to come in here, and your children are going to be lined up and going to their schools. And if you say anything, you're going to be in an internment camp, or you're going to be executed, and they're going to go through and they're going to clean everybody out.
You didn't tell me you were such a nihilist.
I mean, what am I supposed to say, bro? I mean, it's the truth. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Like,
You think they could take us over?
right now, I don't. Right now, I think it's. First of all, they can't even invade right now. Like, they literally can't move their troops.
Their navy is like nothing compared to ours.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But
how could
you
it
also
ever
know what
catch
they're.
up?
But you know what they're building. Because you know what they're building.
No,
They're
I
building these submarines that are kind of like we have the drones.
Mm-hmm.
They have subs that are like that. So their whole concept is right now, we build. You remember the wolf packs in
No.
World War II? So in Germany, what they could do from inside of Germany was we can't build these massive ships. It's too much. But what we can do is we can build 1,000, 2,000 submarines.
Mm-hmm.
So we can make the sea so dangerous that they can't use it to their advantage. So we can't build a bunch of ships from Germany. We don't have the resources. We don't have the ability. We don't have the
We can't
manufacturing
get
to do it.
fucking drone submarines.
No, what I'm saying is we don't have them. I'm saying they do.
Surely
they're
we can
they're
figure
building
that
so
out.
many of them that they're going to make the
We
sea
got
so
Sky drone
dangerous.
dropping bombs.
They're going to make the sea so dangerous that even if they don't have the ships, they can take out ours. They don't have to build ships to compete with us if they just remove ours from the equation. And it's cheaper to
But
build.
submarines are considered navy. A submarine is considered a warship.
What do you mean it's considered a warship?
It's considered a submarine is part of a navy.
First of all, they're not even manned. We're talking
Oh,
about
they're not manned.
no, they're like drones.
They're unmanned.
Right, so you got
Surely we
you got
can
a
get
bunch
some
of
of
guys
those,
in
no?
huh?
Surely we can
You
get
know
a
how
few
many-
of those.
I mean, but you have to develop like you can't put together something
You
like
know-
that from scratch.
We can't?
That takes a decade in research. Then you have to figure out the manufacturing. Then you have to. They're way ahead of us. They're already figuring this out. They're going to have a massive, massive military, and
I
they've got
find it hard
they
to
got the
believe they're
men.
that far ahead of
Are
us.
you serious? Listen, check the comments. It's going to
we
go
got
nuts.
drones flying around the world dropping bombs on people.
But
we
they
can't
have-
figure out how to make them go under the water.
Yet they've got like 20 soldiers for every one soldier we have.
Right.
That's 20 to 1. You can have bows and arrows, and I can have a machine gun, and guess what? You're going to take me out. You got 20 guys. I've got what? You're going to get me. There's 20 of you.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that's definitely true.
we got
And-
missiles and all sorts of shit. It's not
What's,
just
So do
the
they.
what's the
20
population of China?
Yeah, but so how are they so far ahead of us?
Well, even if they're not, look, I'm not saying that they are technically superior. What I'm saying is, if it comes down to it, the numbers alone should tell you that. First of all, they have more tanks than us already. By the way, they have more tanks. They have more troop transports as far as like inside the country. They have more jeeps. They have 20 times. I think it's something like it is. I think it's like 20 people, 20 soldiers for every one of our soldiers. I mean, come on, bro.
1.4
You gotta
billion.
know that's an issue.
How many people do we have? We have 300 million in the U.S.
They got more people.
Is
They've
it
always had
350
more
now? Is it
people.
350 or 330 something right now?
Almost 350 maybe. What's the U.S. population? 1.4 billion in 2020 in China. That's fucking absurd. Okay, United States right there. Yeah, 325 million, 329 million.
320. Ooh, I said 330.
Yeah, you were close.
How many people? How many soldiers are in the Chinese military?
Yeah, look that up. Soldiers in the Chinese military. Did you see that video on social media of the North Korean soldiers putting on that show for Kim Jong-un? They had like this, but they had this group of North Korean soldiers doing like crazy fucking martial arts, like kicking people in the head, doing backflips, like Jackie Chan type shit.
Yeah, this guy's like he's like
Okay, China military size 4,015,000 total personnel.
4 million. How many?
United
are in the
States
US?
2.2 million.
4 million versus 2. So what?
So they got twice the
2 to 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
twice. Whatever, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's double. That's double our people. Double.
Yeah, but
It's not 20, but it is double.